Hello everybody, I hope you've had a good week and welcome to yoga. I call this practice the nitty gritty, getting into those niggly areas. We can often hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, our neck and in our hips. In today's practice, we'll be thinking and focusing on strengthening weak areas and easing out any tight, tense areas, especially in the shoulders and neck and the hips. I'm going to start with lying down today. So lay down on the mat. Take a moment to get comfortable. I'll lie down as well so you can have a little peek at what we're doing. And when you're comfortable, stretch your legs up in the air and reach your arms up. We'll just start to warm up the body, so some little circles here in the wrists and the ankles. Have a wiggle through the fingers and the toes and go the other way. Spread the toes out, feel the space you're making. Good. And then bring the arms down by the side and think about preparing your legs for the practice. So you could do a little bit of cycling if you like. Warming up the legs. We could reverse the cycling. Do what you like. You might want to be dancing in the air, exploring. Wherever you need to open up a bit. Any tight areas today, anywhere that feels a bit icky, to have a stretch out, a bit of a wiggle. Great. Give the legs a nice big stretch. You can hold the back of the thighs and you can point and flex the feet. Spread the toes out. And very gently bend the knees and put the feet on the mat in semi-supine. Just lengthen through your low back and lift your pelvis up. And do a few little tilts here. So lengthen the lower back, let it sink into the mat. Curl up through the pelvis, lift the pubic bone. And then lift the low back. Pelvic tilts. So lengthening the low back. And then a little curl here. Good. A few more. Well done. Relax the arms and gently take your head, turn your head from side to side. We can hold a lot of tension in our neck, can't we? That's it, lovely. Well done, come to the centre. Interlink your fingers and place your hands on your heart. And as you breathe in, you're going to reverse the palms and push up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms reverse to the heart. So we're preparing our arms and our shoulders for the practice. The inhale, a big lift. Exhale, take it home. So feel you could even lift the shoulders off the mat a bit as you have an extra stretch there. Good. Breathe well, use the breath, a couple more. Breathing in as you push And exhale completely home to the space of the heart. And one more. That's it, just like you want to touch the ceiling. And exhale back, well done. Place your hands on your shoulders and do some angel wings. Big circles here. That's it, and make the circles even bigger. I can always sort of feel lots of crunchy bits when I do this. Shall we reverse? Elbows together and away. That's it. Together and away. Well done. Relax your arms down by the side. So keep your right foot on the mat, draw the left knee in. And you're going to circle out to the side and push away. I might just face this way so that you can see me. Doesn't matter which leg you do first. So draw the knee in and you're going to circle out and push away. Can you see? Draw it in. Circle out and push away. Try to keep the other hip beautifully still. You might need to put your hand on it to stop you rolling over. That's it. Well done. See if you can make the circles even bigger. And bigger. And next time you're down there, push away and we circle back. That's it. Push away and circle back. Reverse your circles. So a lot of people are quite clicky when they do this. If I teach this in a class, I hear lots of clicks, clicks and crunches. Do you think it's a lovely way to open up the hips? You can really feel it, can't you? We don't move like this, do we normally? But go gently because we can be very tight in our hips. Well done. Oh, I felt that. Let's have a little ease out here a moment before we do the other side. Windscreen wipers, windshield wipers. Feet at the edge of the mat, knees one way, gaze the other. Brilliant. Come to the centre, other side. Draw the knee in and circle and push. Does it feel any different this side? Maybe you want to put your hand on the opposite hip to stop you rolling over. So it should only be, we should only have movement from that hip. Just that leg moving, just opening up the hip. The rest of the body should be still. Good. Let's come round one more time. Draw the knee in and push away. And then we're going to circle back. Draw the knee right in, push away and circle back. Well done. Circles as big as you can make them. It's a lovely one to warm our hips up for our practice, particularly if we're doing a little bit of a hippie practice. Well done. One more time. Take your feet nice and wide apart. Knees one way, gaze the other way. Windshield wipers. Relax through your hips. Let your hips relax. Lovely. One more to each side. Well done. So you could just come up to seated now, or you could take your hands at the back of your thighs. You could cross the ankles, and we could do a little bit of roly poly if you like. Keep your chin tucked in. Watch your neck. Maybe go a bit faster and get some momentum in your practice. That's it. It's a lovely massage for the spine, isn't it? And up you come. Hopefully you haven't just had your lunch. Let's come onto hands and knees and do the familiar cat-cow or cow-cat. You come through, you draw the chest through and lift the tail. So it's always lifting the tail first, up the spine to the crown of the head. Tuck the tail and around the back, look at your thighs. Good, tuck the chin in. So remember, tail, spine, crown of the head. That's the way you move, whichever way you go. It's a lovely flow with your practice. I say again and again and again, this is so beneficial for your spine. Our vertebrae can become quite compressed, particularly as we get older. So this simple movement is really going to help you. Take time to do it every day. It's not going to take you long, and the rewards will really be worth it. So you can go a bit slower, breathe a bit slower. So you get this lovely, lovely ripple up your spine. So you're only as young as your spine is flexible, don't they? Just a few more. Draw the chest through between the shoulders more. And next time you round the back into scaredy cat, hold it. Press down with the hands and knees. Look at your thighs, tuck the chin in, breathe well. Breathe well into the back body. Lengthen your tail. Feel the breath in the back of the heart there. Feel the back ribs expanding to the sides and in again with each breath. Well done. Take your knees nice and wide apart if it's possible for you, otherwise a different way. And you may want to just rest your head in your hands like this. Relax. You might want to stretch your arms in front of you and drop your chest towards the mat. You might even want to come up on fingertips or even get chest chin down. Sometimes it's just nice to rest like this. So whatever feels best for you, relax with the breath. Breathe into your low back. Relax your low back. Breathe out between your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Allow yourself to soften. Let go through your inner thighs. Good. A couple more breaths. And now everybody stretch your arms in front of you. We're going to do a thread the needle. Look up. Lift your right arm up and thread it underneath your left. And rest your right ear down. Creep your left fingers away. Keep creeping them away. Just stretching through that right side there. There you go. If you need to put a cushion or something under your head, that might feel better for you. Everybody's different. Come up on fingertips, creep the fingers away. Allow yourself to soften, relax. Breathe well. Lift up under the armpit. Good. Couple more breaths. Feel you can take your breath into any area of tightness, particularly in that right shoulder. Well done. Come on. Let's do the other side. Let's just creep through the right fingers. Look up. Reach up with the left arm and thread the needle. That's it. So take something under the head if you need to. Maybe come up on right fingertips and creep away, lift under the armpit. Enjoy the space you're making. Keep lengthening through your tailbone, easing the sitting bones towards your heels. Relax the shoulders, let go. So you're clenching your jaw or gritting your teeth, screwing up your eyes. Check your knots. Good. A couple more breaths. Well done. Come up. Great. So let's think about our feet before we come into down dog. Tuck your toes under and just take your bum back to your heels. Spread your toes out and push down with the ball of the foot as you spread the toes out well. That's it. So you get a really good stretch to your toes. And not everybody likes doing that, but let's just see if we can stay with it for a few more breaths. Really push down through the ball of the foot. It's a good preparation for your down dog. And at the same time, take your hands a little bit further forward because you want to come into down dog with hardly any crease in your wrists. Press your palms down and think about the connection to the earth through the base of the thumb and the fingers. So you're rooted particularly between the thumb and the forefinger. You're not going to come onto the outer edge of your hands. And then we come up. Keep that firm grip with the hands and push down through the balls of the feet. Lift the knees off and draw the ribs towards the thighs. Tuck the chin in and look at the thighs. And as you push your hands down, you've got this lovely stretch all the way from the fingertips up the arms to shoulders. Shoulders to your hips. Keep the neck long. And you can breathe in and you can come into this big upside down V. Good. And as you exhale, ease the heels in the direction of the wall behind you and then down. And maybe you take a walk. Breathe in, bend one knee, breathe out, hold. Breathe in, bend the other knee, breathe out, hold. Just walking the dog, walking the dog. Spread your fingers out, press down with your hands. Check that you've made that firm foundation. And when you've got that firm foundation, then you can root down and then you can extend from there. Keep the neck long. Good. A few more breaths. You might want to just stay and marinate there, or you might want to carry on walking. Lift the knees, draw up through the thighs, firm your tummy. Well done. Come onto your knees. Take a moment in child to relax the wrists. Soften the forehead. You just want to circle the wrists, or flick the fingers out, or have a wiggle, or anything else you need to. Your wrists will get stronger, I promise, with this practice. Good. Let's come onto hands and knees. We're thinking here about our hips and shoulders. You're going to stretch your right leg up and look up. And lengthen through your left arm. So we're thinking about balance here. Nice firm tummy. Lift up your tummy muscles. Really good for your posture, your balance. And you breathe in and you lengthen right from the fingertips to the centre. And then from the sole of the foot to the centre. And you lengthen, you breathe in. And as you breathe out, it's knee to elbow and squeeze everything to the centre. Good. Let's do another 4. Lengthen. And exhale. Keep the tummy firm. Keep focusing on the breath. Lovely diagonal stretch here. Good. And again. And reach. I've forgotten how many we've done now. I bet you'll say it's 4, but let's pretend it's only 3. Well done. Can you hold? 5 breaths. 4. Keep lengthening from the centre. 3. 2. Breathing in and out. Take the left hand down. Lift the right leg up. Look up. Draw the knee through and help it through and step through. Well done. So I'm going to turn to face the front so you can see me a little bit better. You may want to put your left hand on a block or a brick if that's better for you. Tuck the left toes and walk back a bit. See, it's a lovely stretch of the front thigh muscle, the psoas muscle. Now this right arm, I'm going to do a big circle. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you straighten the right leg and you push your bum back. Let's do 5 together from now. Breathing in, circle back. Just warming up the shoulders. And exhale, push back. Don't lock the knee. 1. Big circle. And stretch. Watch that left knee. You might need to get extra padding. So as you sink forward, get a nice stretch through that left thigh as well. Just 2 more. Big circle. Stretch it out. Well done. And again. Coming there with your fingers. This time we're going to hold it. Curl the toes up towards you. Have a little wiggle through the hips. That's quite nice. Keep the spine long. Keep your gaze towards the edge of the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Chest is leading. Push back through your right sitting bone. You might take your hand and just a little bit of push here, but don't lock the knee. Just a little bit more stretch through the hamstring, through the back of the leg. And sink. Good. A couple more breaths. Stretch it out. Keep the spine long. Keep the hips level. And breathing in and out. So this one, be careful of your knee. I have a little bit of a dodgy knee on this side because I'm quite arthritic. So I'm going to go gently with this myself. Walk your foot, your right foot into the centre and come on the outer edge of your foot. So it's like that, okay? Come back a bit. Hand each side of the foot. I haven't opened up very much because of my knee. I'm going carefully. But it's a nice hip opener. You breathe in, you look up. As you breathe out, it's a little push up, forehead to knee. 1. Let's do 5 now. 2. A good preparation for pigeon. So we say that's 2. 3. 4. And 5. Well done. Come to the centre. Tuck your toes under and take down dog and stretch it out. Breathe well, tuck the chin in. 3 nice slow breaths here. Stay there, take a rest. You know that child and hands and knees are always an option. Lift the heels up if you're coming with me. Lift your right leg up and open up your knee. That's it. So flex the foot, right heel towards left shoulder. Press down with the right hand so you're squaring the shoulders off a little bit here. See if you can open up that knee even more. Stay strong, firm the tummy. You might look under your right shoulder now, or even under your left shoulder and see if you can see your right foot or no shoulders. A few more breaths. Push your hands into that. Push back, stay strong. Draw the shoulders down the back. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Lift the heel off. Stretch the right leg up. Place the foot down. Come onto your hands and knees. Take a moment to rest and rest your wrists. Or once again, you might want to circle. You might want to flick the fingers out. And have a wiggle, okay? Good. Come to the back of your mat. So I'm just going to demonstrate this. So we've got choices here. I'm going to breathe in and come up. This is called striking cobra, this first one. And if you've been to class, you'll know that we often do this one. Little back bend, breathe in. Reach forward and glide the chest through between the shoulders. Please watch your back. Stay low if this is too much for you. Keep the tummy firm as you round the back, flex the spine and come back. Exhale. So it's either that one, that's a gentler option, or we can do 8-point Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin. So you reach up, you take your hands down, you come onto your knees, need to adjust a little, keep the elbows in, keep your bum lifted, knees, chest, chin. And this can be scary because you think, oh, will I ever get down there? And then, will I ever get up? Round the back. So choose which one you want. We're only doing 5, okay? Let's do it together. Breathing in, a little back bend. Look up, keep the ribs down. Exhale. So easier is just gliding through. Always keep the elbows in. Go slowly with the breath. We're just working at extending and flexing the spine. The in-breath. The out-breath. As you come onto hands and knees, if you want to try this with me. So go carefully. Elbows stay in. And you dive forward. Knees, chest, chin. 8-point touch. Draw the chest through. Pin the knees down so you don't slide back and roll back. Well done. Let's just do 3 more, whichever ones you want to do. I'll do a few more knees, chest, chin, in case you haven't quite got it. And if you don't come all the way down, well, that's okay. And if you get stuck there, that's okay too. It's only practice. And it's such a lovely one for strengthening the upper body, you know. Get a rhythm in your practice now. Get a flow with your breath. That's it. Keep your tummy firm to protect your low back. And if anything's aching or hurting, stop, take a rest, or relax in Sphinx. Last one. Ah, that's lovely. Round the back and relax. Take child. Rock from side to side. Relax the forehead. Relax the low back. Breathe into your low back. Relax. Breathe out between your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Come up slowly. So we're coming to the other side here. Good. So you're going to stretch out your left leg and reach your right arm forward. Breathe in and breathe out, knee to elbow and squeeze. And again. And lengthen everything from the center. Exhale. So your arms are coming somewhere beneath your shoulders, imagine, and your neck right from the center. So we've got, just 2 more, this lovely diagonal stretch. And on the last one, let's hold for 5 breaths. 5, 4, so keep smiling. 3, don't let that leg drop. 2, breathing in and out. Take the hand down, lift leg high, draw the knee through and step through. I'll turn around so you can see me properly. You might want to put your block down and put your right hand on it. Remember what we did before. Let's just tuck the right toes under and walk back a bit. Get a nice yummy stretch through that psoas muscle, that big front thigh muscle. Let's circle the left arm, breathe in. And stretch the left leg, push back. 1. Let's do 5. Maybe it feels different this side. 2, lengthen through the sides of the body. 3. 4. And 1 more. And hold it. Curl the toes up, have a little rock and roll, a little wiggle through the hips. Keep the sides of the body long. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep the knees soft, but drop through the thigh. So we're really working to strengthen our thighs. Maybe curl the toes up a little bit more. Your gaze is towards the edge of the mat for this one. Keep pushing back through your left sitting bone. Lengthen through both sides of the body. Keep the shoulders soft. Maybe just push on the foot to open the back of the knee up a bit more, but don't lock the knee. Go gently. We can be quite tight in our hamstrings, and then that affects our low back and our posture. A couple more breaths. So take your foot to the centre. See how you are with this. You might need to rest if the knee doesn't like it. It might be different this side. This is my better side. You're on the edge of your left foot. You've opened the knee up. You're going to breathe in. And it's forehead to toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. Well done. Sometimes it's just nice to stay there and let go. I won't today because of time. And excellent preparation for pigeon. Let's tuck the back toes under and step back. Take 3 breaths in down dog. Keep drawing the ribs towards the thighs. Keep the neck long. You might want to breathe in and breathe out. Lift the heels off. Lengthen through the left leg and open up the hip. Push down particularly with the left hand. Flex the foot. And you might look under your armpits. Right armpit at the left foot. Under your left armpit then. No armpits. Keep pressing down with your hands. Drawing your ribs towards your thighs, neck long. Breathe well. One more breath. Stretch up through the left leg, place the foot down. Well done. Just take a moment to rest in Balasana, the child. And if you want to sort of circle the wrists or flick the fingers out or do anything else you need to do that now. Come to kneeling. So we're going to add a back bend to our little sequence for this time. Let me demonstrate. You come up, you breathe in, and come forward. So remember, you can glide through knees, chest, chin. I'll glide through for now. Round the back, come back. Check there's room behind you. This might be enough for you. Please watch your back. Your thumbs can just trace your spine and you can lift your chest, roll the shoulders back. Some of you can take the hands down. Some of you might come up into baby camel, so push the thighs forward. Lengthen the tailbone, lift the pubic bone. Only take the head back if it feels all right. Don't throw it back. Right, let's do 5 together. Breathing in, breathing out. So remember you can do knees, chest, chin, and glide through and round back. Exhale. Come to your back bend, which can be like this. Let's try to make room in this room between the bookcase and the settee, or like that, okay? And again, let's get a lovely flow with our practice. Gliding through is an option. So you're flexing the spine as you come back and extending it when you glide through. You're going to extend it now in your choice of back bends. And down. Get a lovely flow with your practice. Knees, chest, chin. So remember to push the knees down in knees, chest, chin. Otherwise you find you're coming backwards and you're not left with any room. Choose your option. Great. Let's just do 2 more of these because I've forgotten how many we've done now. Lovely and strengthening for your upper body. going to take a moment to rest because that's fairly strong on the wrists. Relax the forehead, let go. Always circle the wrists or pick the fingers out or anything you need. Allow yourself to soften. Relax. Feel the earth holding you, supporting you. Follow your breath. Let go. You're going to come up and take another down dog. There's not many down dogs in this practice. I think this is the penultimate one, if I remember. So tuck the toes under again and really stretch through the ball of the foot. Spread the toes out. That's it. Lift the knees. Draw the ribs towards the thighs. Lift up in a big upside down V. And then you might stay there. You might want to walk or wiggle or anything else you want to do. And down dog, Ardha Makkha Shavasana, down dog. Keep the neck long. Really push down through the balls of the feet. Push down through the hands. Maybe if you've got a stronger practice, engage Mula Bandha, your root lock. So you'll lift in the pelvic floor. Good. And now everybody walking on the spot here. And we can take a slow walk to the front of our mat. Let's walk slowly to the front of the mat. And find forward bend. And then curl up through the spine. Restack your spine. Lovely. So a little sequence here. Do you have a drink or anything you need? Quite thirsty work, isn't it? And come and stand at the front of your mat. Put your right hand on your heart and your left. No, put your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top. Okay. This is called Catch a Wave. We've done it before. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to breathe in and look towards your right. Twist towards your right, but your hips stay as forward as you can. Exhale, hand on the heart, left hand on top. Breathe in towards the left. Lovely open twist. Slide the left hand underneath. The inhale and we open. Well done. And underneath. One more towards the left and hold it there. Hold the open twist there. Bend the knees slightly and using your balance, step your left foot back, heels in, toes out and reverse your warrior. Reverse your warrior. I quite like to look down in reverse warrior because it helps the balance. Keep that leg beautifully strong. Draw up through the thigh. Lift the knee, draw up through the thigh. See if you can make more space through the front of the body. And I find when people are in this posture, sometimes the knee straightens, so don't let it. That knee stays over the ankle. You might need to adjust your posture a bit. Push down with the feet. Breathe well. You might reach the left arm back and you can grab the right wrist if you want to make more space through the right side of the body. But don't collapse here. If the back's a little bit icky, you can always do that, you know. You can always push down there. Breathe well. Well done. Let's open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Push your palms down, push the earth away. Straighten the front leg and sink a little bit deeper. Just check that your shoulders are over your hips and you're not like that, okay? So you might need to come back a bit. Check the back arms level with the front. Let's straighten the legs again and sink a bit deeper through strong legs. Push your feet into the mat. Feel the stretch through the inner thighs. Let's turn the palms out, relax the shoulders, push down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, turn them up, face the front, take the arms round and interlink your fingers. Draw back. Actually, don't do that yet. Put your hands on your hips. I'm going to come into sort of variation between Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. So I want to step that left foot in a bit, okay? And I'm going to be facing sort of diagonal there. Now open your arms, palms face the back. front, palms face the back, and interlink the fingers now. So we keep that knee bent. So watch the knee. We're going to come into humble warrior. So some of you will just lift the arms high, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Some of you will just rest the shoulder on the thigh. Might be enough. Adjust the legs to suit you. Some of you will just come forward and your shoulder is level with your inner thigh. The arms act as a lever, they come over. Breathe well. Allow yourself to soften. What does that right hip feel like? What does that right glute feel like? Can you let go a little bit further there? Relax your forehead. Keep your neck long. Let go. Shoulders soft. That's it. And when you stay there and you breathe well, you find you can let go a little bit further. Some of you might want to take the hands to the earth. Take the crown of the head in the direction of the earth, between the hands, and relax. See if you can let go a wee bit deeper here. See if you can soften a bit more. How does that right outer thigh feel, that right glute? Couple more breaths. Breathing in completely, breathing out. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Take a hand each side of the front foot. Turn the left toes to the front, take the left knee down. So you're in a low lunge there. I'm going to turn towards the front so you can see me. You could have the toes tucked under if it's not so wobbly, but I prefer my foot on the mat because it protects my knee. Place your hands on your thigh and lengthen the spine out of the pelvis and come into your crescent moon. Keep the shoulders down the back. So you can open up even more. Take prayer hands. Breathe well. Just imagine there's that hand between your shoulders and you can let go even more. So you can take the arms back even more here. Lengthen your tailbone. Lift your pubic bone up and draw your lower ribs down. We're kind of come into a kneeling version of reverse side angle. A little bit of a twist here. I'm going to straighten the front leg. I'm going to straighten the right leg. So I can come over towards the right. And the left elbow outer right thigh. Press my hands, press my thumbs towards my breastbone there. If you can't reach there, you rest there. Adapt to suit yourself. Push down with the right hand and see if you can twist even deeper. Twist even deeper. Well done. I'm going to turn around this way because it might be easier for you to see me with variations while you hold that. Okay. It's a lovely, lovely one for opening up the thoracic spine between the shoulders. There aren't so many ones that stretch us out so much there. You know, if you want to go a bit stronger, this is good for your balance. Engage your core strength and tuck your toes on and just lift that back knee off. So notice I'm not like that. I'm wobbly. I'm staying low. That's it. Stay low. Breathe well. Push the right hand into the left hand to open. And some of you might, there's so many variations, some of you might open your wings there. You know, you can stay low and open the wings. You don't have to lift the knee off. It's all about finding that firm foundation, rooting down and expanding, and then expressing yourself. It's your own expression. Some might wrap the arm around the back, and some might be able to even take the left hand round and grab the right wrist. So you're in a bind. Breathe well. If you've got the bind, just reach towards the back foot. Reach towards the back foot. And one more breath. Breathing in and out. Let's come back to our lunge. Tuck the back toes under. Walk to forward bend. Just hang for a moment and let your spine feel beautifully free. So it's that lovely waterfall effect, isn't it? Let go, lengthen the neck. That's it. Or spine like a waterfall or a beautiful piece of seaweed just floating in the ocean. And then we bend the knees a bit and we come up and restack the spine. Okay, well done. Let's do the other side. Do you have a drink or something you need? I'm quite thirsty today. It's quite warm even though it's a dull day. So the right hand's underneath, left hand's on top. We open up to the left, open twist to the left, breathe in, roll the shoulder back. To the heart, exhale. To the right. How are your shoulders feeling? I'm going to turn round. Open to the right and hold it there. Soften the knees. Step your right leg back. The left knee's over the ankle. Just watch that your knee's stable there. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Reverse your warrior. And you can look up, you can look back, do what feels right. If you're crunchy in the lower back, pull down like that, you see. Shoulders down the back. Breathe well. Opening up through the left ribs, making space. It's so wonderful to do these side stretches and make space between our ribs. When they're tight, it can affect our posture. Our neck and shoulders can be tight. We can get tension there. So opening up the intercostal muscles between the ribs will also help you to breathe well. If you want to come a bit deeper, reach the right arm out, grab the left wrist. Make a bit more space. Don't collapse through the underside of the body. Keep the belly strong. Push down with your feet. Sink into strong legs. Have the correct foot alignment as we open to Virabhadrasana 2. Push your palms down, sink a bit deeper. So eventually your front thigh is going to be parallel to the floor. Straighten the leg and sink down through strong legs. Stretch your arms intensely from the centre. So strong arms, strong legs, good foot alignment. Soft shoulders, soft out breath, getting that balance. Breathe in, the palms come up, soften, breathe out, push down. And again, and soften, sink a bit deeper, push down. Take your hands to your hips. Let's just step that right foot forward a little bit. So I'm in between Vera 1 and Vera 2, sort of diagonally, facing a diagonal. Reach your arms out, palms to the front, palms to the back. Can you interlink the fingers with the other lock? If the shoulders are tight, just keep your hands on your hips. Lift the chest, you've got lovely length through the front body. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the arms higher. Just like when you squeeze a pencil between your shoulders. Stay there if it's enough, or rest your shoulder on your thigh, that might be enough, stage 1. Or come forward, forehead towards the inner foot, reach the arms over, relax. Breathe well. So feel any areas of tightness in the outer left thigh, the outer left hip. Breathe into those areas. Breathe out and allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to soften. The out breath is always our best friend. It always helps us to soften, to let go. But don't try too hard. Meet any areas of resistance with acceptance. Just be aware of areas that you can strengthen, places you need to let go of and relax, and places that you've just got to accept her as they are and be with it. Acceptance is quite hard, isn't it, and letting go. Some of you might take the hands in a foot and just ease the forehead in between the hands, relax. So this is a lot easier for some to push the earth away and let go here. Breathe well. Let's hold it for a few breaths, because sometimes you find when you hold things, you reach that point where you can relax and you can soften, and it's surprising how far you can let go into our stretch. Well done. Let's take a hand each side of the front foot and take your lunge. Tuck the right toes down and walk back a bit, so you get a lovely yummy stretch of the psoas muscle, that front thigh muscle. Tuck the tail under. Really important muscle. It joins our legs to our upper body. So I'll face this way. That's it. Place your hands on your thigh and lengthen your spine out the pelvis. Keep the shoulders down, firm the tummy up, and come a little bit more back bend there, and then you can reach up. And so you're reaching down, you're extending, but it's your own expression. You might turn the pinky fingers forward, slide the shoulders down. You might do the mudra, fingers interlinked, index fingers together, thumbs crossed, or you might do prayer. Just breathe well. This is a staple posture of Hatha Yoga, and it is so brilliant. Such a good posture. It opens the hips and shoulders, the front and the side of the body, and it's so strengthening and stretching for your legs. So let's have prayer hands, straighten the front leg a little bit, because that's going to enable me to come round into my twist, to get my belly, my ribs, my chest round. And then you can rest. I'm going to come round this way. You know where we're coming to. Oh. And then you can rest the elbow against the outer thigh if it will go, or you could just be here, it's cool. And you get your thumbs towards your breastbone. See if you can sink back even deeper. Push your left hand into your right palm and revolve and breathe. So it's with any twist, you breathe in, you lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, get the tummy extra squeeze and come round a bit more. And I can push against the outer thigh to get me round. That's it. Good, well done. So some of you will stay there. Some of you might want to try using a bit more strength, coming up. Remember not to come up too high. Breathe well. Keep pushing up with that front thigh, but keep the knees soft. Firming up your core, your tummy will really help you with this. Some of you might open your wings, but remember you can always do that from a low kneel. Stack your shoulders. So think about your twist, breathing in, lengthening the spine, and as you breathe out, come round that wee bit more. Let your tummy, your ribs, your chest, all want to come round. We're stacking our shoulders. Some might even wrap the arm round. That might be enough. You might be able to take a bind. So the wrapper is always the grabber. That hand, the right hand's the wrapper. It grabs the left wrist, and then you just pull down towards your back foot. Breathe well. It's a bit harder to breathe in the twist, isn't it? So you can sink a bit lower. Feel the stretch through that back thigh. 3. Well done, release your hands. Step to forward bends. And just hang there a moment. And we do a little sequence from here. So feet are hip width apart. Take your right hand in a feet. Keep the knees bent. Take your left hand on your left hip and start to twist. Look behind you. Left hand on the sacrum, check its level. And then lift the left arm up. So you breathe in, you lengthen the spine. You breathe out, you start to twist. Some of you might be able to straighten the left leg. Some of you might be able to straighten both legs, or no legs. Keep the back nice and flat. Keep opening up through that left side, reaching up to the sky. Can you wrap the left arm around the back and give the right inner thigh a tickle? Roll the shoulder back. Can you just drop the right ear towards the right shoulder and hang out there? Maybe see if you can straighten the left leg a wee bit more. Breathe well. Bend the knees. Right hand out to right ankle or leg, left arm on top. Hang out there. Relax, have a wiggle. And then give yourself a hug. Give yourself a big hug. Your left arm's on top, your right arm's underneath. Just hang. Keep the knees soft. Relax. Ribs towards the inner thighs. Keep the shoulders soft. Feel the breath in the back body. There you go. Bend the knees and come up with the hug. You might want to keep the hug, or you might want to open to eagle arms. You might want to eagle your arms, Garuda arms. Lift the elbows high. This is fine too. This is fine. Do a little bit of a massage around the heart here. into the back of the heart. Anything you need, a little bit of a figure eight. How are your shoulders feeling? You might take the arms one way, look the other way. And then we'll look up, breathe well. So take as much back bend as feels right. Don't come back too much if it's not right for you. Open your wings, face the back, interlink your fingers, roll the shoulders back. Take a little back bend here. Reach the arms away. So back bends can be quite scary, so just go as far as you want. Bend the knees, hinge from the hips, come forward and hang out there. Your arms act as a lever, they come up as you release down. You could just bend the knees and rest your ribs on the shelf of your thighs, and you could sort of circle the arms if you like. Oh my God, every time I do a forward bend, I can see the dirt under the settee, the dust. It's really hard to get under the settee to clean, you know. Well done, a few more breaths. You might straighten the legs if you want. It's so good to back bend like this because, sorry, it's so good to forward bend like this because you keep the back lovely and flat and you keep that length through the front body. Just let your arms drop and hang and relax now. So a bit of ragdoll, a bit of what you like. Next long, shoulders and relax, let go. Have a wiggle. Let's do the other side. Left hand in a foot. Bend the knees well. Right hand to the hip. Like you're being nosy. What's happening behind you? Start to revolve. Start to spin your ribs towards the right. You might stay like that and just wrap the arm round. Otherwise you reach, you lengthen. Push down with the bottom hand and really get that length. And then you might straighten the right leg. You might straighten both or no legs. So breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe that start to twist a bit more. Paraviti Uttanasana, revolved forward bend, revolve forward bend. Just wrap the arm around and see if you can tickle the other side. You drop the left ear towards the left shoulder and hang out there. Well done. The right arm comes on top. Hold the outer legs or the outer ankles and fold deeper. Let yourself go. Remember, you're hinging from the hips, your sit bones are lifted, and your tummy's a bit firm to support you. And then give yourself a hug and hang out there. Relax your forehead. Bend the knees, come up, lift the elbows high. So you might stay there with a hug, that might be quite nice. Or you might eagle your arms, the right one's underneath, left's on top. Take the elbows away, lift them higher. Feel the breath in your back body. We don't often think about the breath in our back body, do we? So breathe well into the space of the heart at the back. So nice to stretch through the shoulders. And you can circle, have a little play here. Right. Rock from side to side. You might take the arms one way, look the other way. Keep them lifted. Just doing what you need to do. Taking time to check in. Hopefully we've made a little bit more space in the body with this practice, especially in our back body and the sides. And look up, a few breaths there. So start to lift the elbows away. You can look up if it's right for you. Lift your heart, open your wings, palms to the back. Can you remember the interlink, which pinky fingers was on top, and try and do the one you're not used to. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a back bend if it's right for you. Take your arms back. And now bend the knees, hinge from the hips. So you're sticking your bum up, you're folding from the hips. Keep the knees bent and see if you can rest the ribs on the shelf of the thighs. Take the arms over, relax, soften. Keep the neck. You let the little rock from side to side or some circling. Let go. And take the arms down, just take a moment to relax. Shoulders relax, let go. Doing really well there. Take a squat. Take your hands behind you and sit down. Stretch your legs out. So ease away any wobbly bits. Sit in Dandasana, the staff posture, and it's a posture in itself. You've got a beautiful straight spine, lovely straight legs. It's sometimes quite hard to sit straight like this, isn't it? Making a right angle pose, the staff pose. Let's keep the left leg straight and draw the right knee in and stretch up, open up your hamstring. So if you want to do this from laying down, you can always lay down to do this if it's easier, remember. There's always options. We don't adapt to suit the postures adapt to suit us. You may be able to hold your foot, or you may take a strap. Keep the knees soft and just draw the ribs up towards the thigh. Bend the elbows. My drishti, my gaze is at my toe. Let's just ease out the hips. So some circles here. Whatever you need for you. That's it. Or a little rock. How do your hips feel? Any crunches or creaks? You can stay like this, rock your baby. You might be able to put your foot in the elbow crease and make a little cradle and rock. You can lift a bit higher. Or you might do prayer hands like that. That's quite nice because I can sort of lift my chest and sit nice and tall and feel more of a stretch through the glute there. So do what feels right for you. Relax. Allow yourself to soften. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out softly. Flex the foot. Remember to flex the foot to protect the knee. So stay there and relax. Some of you might try a little variation of compass. Put the right hand down. Just work. I can't do it so well on this side because of my dodgy old knee, but just working the knee over the shoulder. That might be enough. I can straighten the leg. Hold the toe. Down, come down. So very gently guide that foot, the right foot out to left side. Sit beautifully tall. Lengthen through the sides of the body. Lift your chest. And then just place your right fingertips behind the spine and reach up through the left side. You're coming into a twist. So the left hand can come on the heart, or you can give yourself a hug. I'll give myself a little hug today. I quite like that because I get a good stretch through the glute, the right glute and the right outer thigh. So sit tall. So as you breathe in, feel yourself lengthening from the root all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, soften. And you can tuck your chin in and you can just roll the head back and look over your shoulder a bit more. Work your ribs towards your thigh, towards your right thigh. Left ribs towards the right thigh. Squeeze the tummy in. So good for your digestive organs and your liver. So think about breathing in that prana energy. That's the upward flow of energy. And breathing it up on the downward flow. So imagine you could breathe in all the way through your crown of the head and lift up. And breathe out and root down. With each out breath, you come around up a little bit further. Take an extra squeeze. And keep the twist in the upper body and just turn your head towards the left and tuck the chin in and stretch the back out. We have one more. Well done. Comes to the centre. That was really good. Let's do the other side. Remember, there's always a laying down option. So draw the knee in. Stay seated or lay down. Hold the back of the thigh. Round the shin. Or the foot or the toes. And see you sit a bit taller. Draw your ribs towards your thighs. Keep the shoulders down. Drishti is at the big toe, maybe. So don't lock the knee, keep the knee soft. Draw up through the thigh. So it's a lovely stretch, all the way from the heel to sitting bone. Relax, relax with the breath. Good to stretch out after a strong practice. Let's give some circles, whatever you need to do here. How's your hip feeling? How's this one feeling? Is it any different from the other one? What are you going to do here? You're going to do a little cradle rock maybe, or just like that. You know, you can do this laying down too. You could just do that laying down. You could do that. That might be nice for some. You do a laying down sort of bind. Lots of variations. Always let the yoga adjust to suit you. We'll do a little, so this is nice here. Flex the foot to protect the knee. You get more of a stretch if you flex the foot. You might take your thumbs to your brow and relax there. Draw in a bit more. Sit tall. Breathe well into any areas of tension and invite them to let go. We hold a lot in our hips, don't we? So be very gentle with yourself. Be kind. It takes time, and this yoga is only practice, I promise you. Practice, 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 as long as you like it. And if you don't, do something else that you love. You've got to love whatever you do, haven't you? So either stay there, have a rest, or maybe compass this side. It might be different. I'm just working to get the knee over the shoulder. That'll be enough. Take the left hand down and stretch up. One more breath, breathing in and out. So let's guide the foot the other side of the right side. Sit tall, lift the elbows. Just imagine you've got this beautiful long straight spine. Think about it. Really straight and strong and healthy. Take the left fingers back and reach back. And then start the twist. Ribs, chest, shoulder, and come round. And you can push your arm against the outer thigh to push you around and connect to the heart. Or you might do that, or that. Or I'll have a little hug today. I like that. It really stretches out the glutes and the hips a little bit. So breathing in that upward energy, that prana, and breathing out apana, rooting down. Breathing in energy and releasing any energetic blockages. Breathe well. You've done really well today. Give your digestive organs a good massage with each out breath. Squeeze the belly in more. Remember to be careful with your neck. You just roll the head back and look behind you. And very gently keep the twist. Keep the body twist and just turn your gaze round. Look at your right shoulder. Tuck the chin in. And hold nod. Relax, soften that left shoulder. Tend to hold so much without knowing, don't we? Come out, have a little rock. Ease away the wobbly bits. Let's breathe in and come back. So if your back's strong enough, you can come down, but don't, if it's not, you don't need, please don't lift your legs off. And you're going to reach, like you've got to grab something in front of you, and you've got it, just throw it away. And again, and reach. You've got that object, and you throw it away. You don't come down all the way down. I've got room because of the settee there. Let's just do this next one and one more. So really coming forward, it's a forward bend and not down. And then where you're going to come with this. Some you might push the earth away and come forward. Some might hold the toes, some might have a strap. Some might just gather in like this and relax. But remember, whatever you're doing, you're moving from the hips. The chest is leading and the spine's just chilling out there. He's just coming on for the ride, no effort. Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out. Allow yourself to soften. Shoulders down the back. Start to slow down your breath, slow down your thoughts. We're coming to that quieter place now. It's nearly time to absorb all the good work we've done together today. And breathing in and breathing out and come up. So I'm just going to do a little twist when we lay down. If you want to put something warm on, do. I'll show you while you get ready. You're going to do something called draw a rainbow. So you're going to come, turn towards your left, and your right arm. I hope I've got enough room to show you this. It's always difficult at home, isn't it? And you need quite a lot of space around you. So you've got your right arm on top, knees are bent, okay? And do a big circle round, all the way round. You can follow it with your gaze and just take your right arm out, so in a twist, all right? And then you fold. Got that? You start in your own time. So a big circle all the way around it. Ease out that shoulder. And fold. You can take the hand a little bit further over there and stretch. In breath. Drawing a rainbow. That's what I call it. I don't know if it's got a name in the Sanskrit. Let's just do 2 more. How's that shoulder feeling now? Have you got a little bit more movement in there? And I forgot to say, you might want to put your head on the pillow. And then we're going to hold our simple universal twist there. Draw the knees in a bit more. Press your head into the mat. Lift the chest up and just see if you can get both shoulders down and relax. Allow yourself to soften. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Relax your shoulders. Allow yourself to let go at the end of the out breath. Soften. It's a lovely pause at the end of the out breath. Or you can always let go a little bit deeper. Relax even further. You know, I quite like in this one to interlake my fingers and take my hands behind my head and try to get both elbows down. I find that really opens the chest up. It is a bit stronger, so don't do it if it's not right for you. Tons of variations again. Some of you might get the underneath foot and the top thigh and stretch out the psoas muscle, that left thigh muscle. Or you might want to go gentle like that. You might take a look towards the right. Just relax. Take time to soak up all the good work we've done today. Well done. A couple more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Letting go. Come to the centre. You're going to do the other side. You're going to take your knees over to your right now. Your left side, okay? Well done. If I move so you can see me, but you probably know by now anyway. Get cosy, get comfy. If you want to put your head on something, do. And then this top arm draws a big circle. You can't see me very well there, can you? If you turn round, you carry on. You know what you're doing. All right? Big circle. And we close. I'm so looking forward to seeing everybody again in our classes. It's so good. See people face to face. Instead of just imagining you watching this, so do imagine you're watching it. And hope that you enjoy it. I do think about you all. Miss my lovely group so very much. It's such a big part of my life, sharing the yoga with you all. And I'm very pleased and blessed that I can share this with you like this anyway. Hold it there. Draw the knees in a bit more if you want a stronger practice. Lengthen your low back. Feel your low back lengthening. Press your head to that. Lift the chest out and spread the shoulders out and have a wiggle. And relax. Okay. If you want to interlake your fingers and try that one. I do quite like that one for opening up the shoulders. It's quite strong though, so if you've done enough, you know, just stay as you are. If you want to put the underneath foot and stretch through that psoas muscle, you can. Otherwise, just chill. Bend the elbows, anything you like, relax, let go. Breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep, breathe out softly. Couple more breaths. And relax. Slowing down your breath, slowing down your thoughts, taking time to absorb all the good work. Just release that foot and relax in Supta Baddha Konasana, a laying down butterfly. Bring the arms down by the side. You can rock from side to side, lengthen the lower back. Relax. Let go. So Shavasana, you've got the choice to stay there in your lying down butterfly or stretch your legs out in front of you or bend the knees, take the knees together, whatever feels good for you. Take a few slow breaths and allow yourself to sink down into the surface on which you're laying, letting go. With each breath, letting go completely from head to toe. And knowing this is the most important practice, the most important posture, we need to take time to absorb all the good work you've done today. So release any effort in your breath, let go. Relaxing all your muscles, allowing them to soften. And with each breath, you're relaxing the physical body and calming the minds. Breathing in and breathing out, letting go. Just visualize any feelings that are left, any negative feelings of tiredness, tension, restlessness. Breathing in and breathing out. Visualize those feelings just leaving the body, falling away through the body into the mat, into the earth. Let the earth absorb any heaviness, anything you don't need. Letting go. And just allow yourself to be. Let the gentle breath rock you, soothe you and cradle you and ease you. And start to be aware of your body resting on the earth, the space around you, the space you're taking, the shape and form of you, the felt sense of you, your breath. You take a few deeper breaths. Just feel you can spread all that energy all the way through you. Imagine breathing into fingers and toes. And then start to wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Start to move your legs and arms and Stretch in any way that's right for you. Big yawn, big sigh. Full body stretch if you like. In your own time, come onto your side. Come and lay on your side. It doesn't really matter if it's left or right, but we often say on the right side because it gives more space for the heart, but I don't think it's that important. Push your hand down, feel the earth. Help yourself up to seated. Take your hands to your heart. Breathing into the prana mudra. Gather all the energy to the crown, to the brow for peaceful thoughts, to your throat for kind words, and to your heart. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed the practice. Until next week, have a lovely, lovely week.